Life Her Podcast.
Hey, you.
Her is me, her is you. Her is us, her is she, her is we. United we stand, baby, that hurt for keeps. I'm coming and I demand my space, I know it's free. I owe myself the world, they tried to count me out. I've been down some dark roads, they tried to pound me out. From cloudy to sunny, ain't think that I would make it out. I needed positive emotions to fill me out.
Hey y'all. So we have reached season 2 and I am so blessed and highly favored of all of the love that you guys have been giving me from my first year doing a podcast, the passing of my mom, the passing of my husband, and everything. It's just, I really, really appreciate you all so much. And just thank you for continuing to support Life Her Podcast. And I also would like for you to share it with many friends and family. I am currently just making a lot of changes in my life, and it has been very, very difficult. However, I'm making it happen. I want to get into this episode and let you guys know to love on one another while your family is still here. I want you to live your life to the fullest and make sure that you remove yourself from individuals that no longer need to be in your life. Those are the 3 main things that is very, very important. It's a lot of times we find ourselves trying to accommodate and please, and it's not the way to go. If you really think about it, you have to sit there and analyze a lot of situations that you've been through and ask yourself, is this worth the stress? Is it worth the heartache and pain? Is it worth the conflict? Just overall, just toxic, And you have to think about that for yourself. There's a lot of times where we don't think about ourselves. We always think about somebody else, and we really don't notice it because we have been doing it for so many years, and it's just not the way to go at all. And I want you guys to know this because it's very, very important. I myself found myself putting a lot of people before me. I usually see things before it happened. I'm talking about a year or months before it happened. But, it's always that little thing in your mind like, nah, they won't do that. Or, yeah, I'm going to still be by their side. And no matter what, they can't help it. Or you think about the things that they've been through. And, a lot of people suffer abandonment issues and just a lot of personal issues. But if you really sit there and think about it, if you're trying to get yourself together, how can you get somebody else together? If you find yourself being available for other people so much, have you ever seen them be available for you? Or were they available just for convenience? Or were they available because they had an ulterior motive behind doing something for you and then wanting something in return? It's a lot of things that we notice that people do, and we just continue to tolerate it. Well, in this season, we're not tolerating anything. I want you all to value yourself more, set boundaries for yourself, be stern with it, and not feel apologetic because we find ourselves feeling guilty off the things and the ways that people make us feel. And it's really not our responsibility because you're doing something for you and you shouldn't feel bad about it. And that's how they want you to feel because it is like narcissistic, it's ways that people have and they don't notice that they're doing it. And it's not appropriate. And I want you guys to know that it is okay. And just learning that myself, y'all don't understand. I feel so freaking good. Just saying no. I don't know if some of you may be my Facebook friend or not, but earlier this week I said no is a complete sentence. Y'all got to make that no a complete sentence, because people not gonna respect you, but they gonna respect you later, because down the line they're going to run into people that don't do the same things that you do, and they're gonna walk into someone of the reflection of themselves, and they're not gonna like it, and they need to experience that. But after they experience it, they want to apologize, everything. Yeah, that's cool, you can apologize, but still keep your distance, keep your boundaries there. You just have to. But that's one of the things that I do want to put out there, so that you guys will know this and learn it so much. And this is something that my husband and my mother been trying to teach me to do for so many years. And I never did it. I was just so hard-headed in so many ways of them trying to tell me how to go about things, and how to not react to many situations, how to study people, how to listen to their wordplay, the things that they say, their actions, and everything. I've always been that way, but it's even stronger now. It's just I'm in the mode of protecting my peace in so many ways, and I'm knowing that everything does not deserve your reaction. Some people want you to react to the things that they say and do, and I myself personally, with the things that I've been through, I'm not ready to even be cordial with people in situations that they may bring my way, because I'm still battling with this thing of having anger inside of me. So with me doing that, I do boxing, I do meditation, I work out just about 2 times a day. I'm like literally addicted to it now, and I'm glad I'm at this point. But I limit myself being around people and communicating with people, or I may not communicate with you at all. I will just ignore you, because when you know yourself and when you love yourself so much and you have zero tolerance, and that's where I'm at. I have absolutely zero tolerance. I rather keep my distance, because I don't know what I will say to them, and I don't know what I will do. And that's because of the hurt and pain that I've been through, as far as losing my mom and my husband and my cousin and stuff, and just taking losses left and right. Just oh my God, it's a lot. It's a lot. Many of you may see me dancing and being happy and spending time with family, and just, as everyone will say, I'm a very strong woman in getting through things. But it is things that I have been through during this time, and I will be transparent with you guys, because this is what Life Hurt Podcast is all about, is transparency. One of the things that I have been through is I've probably been in the hospital for probably 4 or 5 times since my husband passed. And I had a seizure the day he passed, and that took a toll out of me. And it was just kind of rough, because my blood pressure, I didn't start having blood pressure issues since when my mom passed away, because I had went to the hospital from that. But with my husband passing, my blood pressure been at like 185. It was days where I felt like I wasn't gonna be here no more either. I just felt like I was just dying, and I just didn't like it. And it was just something that came to me, just having that feeling of knowing if I wasn't gonna get myself together, just think of the people that do love you that will be hurt behind you leaving. And it's a painful feeling. Y'all, I'm trying not to cry. Goodness, I'm on this podcast and y'all about to have me in tears. But it's just painful, y'all. It's just the fact of me losing my mom was enough. And my mom was my best friend. I talked to her every single day, about 5 times a day. We'd even be on the phone with each other and not say absolutely nothing. And we'd just be breathing. Or we'd watch a movie over the phone and just talk about so much stuff. And we'd just call each other about the pettiest things. But it seemed petty then, but I just know it was just big then. Just even having that relationship, that love. Like my mom loved me and my brother so much that she gave us a peaceful childhood the best way that she could. And she did an amazing job with it. And it was just so loving. It's like the love that she gave was just so unique. And I was yearning for that. But, when my husband, he came into my life, and just having that feeling double was like I was in heaven. Just having them both here at the same time and getting love both ways. It was just the best feeling ever. But just when my mom passed, my husband, sometimes they say things aren't replaceable to soothe you. But my husband replaced that. I mourned my mom, I cried and everything. He held me. He mourned his mom. He cried. I held him. But it just felt good and so secure and so safe and so loving that we had each other. And it was like a huge form of protection that we had over each other, because that's how we felt. That's all we had. But just knowing that I was able to experience something that felt so good, it makes me feel good today. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is a lot. It took a lot for me to even just record this. But just feeling that love is just amazing. And for you ladies out there that is experiencing a man that isn't loving you the way more than you love yourself, and more than he loved himself, even, because it was times my husband would even say that, like, I love you more than I love myself sometimes. But he just loved me, and we both loved each other equally. It was beautiful. But ladies, if a man is mistreating you, putting his hands on you, verbally abusing you, making you feel so low and less of yourself, he's not for you. And you can't be afraid to leave. And yes, it may feel lonely without having a man, but you're gonna feel even worse by staying with someone that doesn't give you something that you've been yearning for so many years. And trust me, it is a man out there that will treat you so good, because before me and my husband even got serious, I didn't even want a man. I didn't want marriage. I didn't want kids. I didn't want none of that, because some of these men, I'm sorry, but they are trash. And just the fact that I was able to be open-minded to give my husband a chance, even during his situation being incarcerated for 21 years, and knowing the fact that I got married, my first marriage ever. I risked it all and I went and got married in a federal prison. You know, a lot of us have these dreams, want to get married on the beach or this big wedding that we dream of and everything. But I made my own shirt. I got me a dress made by my friend and I felt good about it. It felt like a wedding because I knew I was safe with him. The love that he gave me and that we were giving to each other, it didn't even matter of the circumstances that he was in, because we believed in each other. We believed that we were going to make so many things happen when he came home, and that was exactly what we did. He was a good man in there, and he was even better when he came home. And the fact that we and him, we got married, I didn't even tell my mom. You know, my mom didn't even know that I was getting married or that I got married. And I told her the next day. But, you know, moms know everything. She had a feeling anyways. And it's so amazing when my husband came home, my mom loved him as though she birthed him. It was just his spirit and her spirit had connected so well, and they got along so well. It was just beautiful. It was times he was with my mom more than he was with me, and I was happy about that. And it was good that he had that security with him, especially after him losing his mom after being home for 40 something days. And just even watching him suffer with losing his mom, and he felt like he didn't have anyone, and the fact that he knew he had me. You know, sometimes when people pass, people forget about people, and it's not purposely. And I had to explain to him, and I had to think about that too. Sometimes we're not the only ones mourning from that person's death. Other people is mourning from it too, so we can't be selfish either. We just have to make sure that we have those certain individuals that we know that we could turn to when that time is needed for us to communicate. But back to what I was saying about, as far as ladies, you having a man that loves you unconditionally. The steps to that is loving yourself first. It's a lot of times we forget who we are. We don't know our identity. We don't know who we are within. And you have to focus on that. And when we are alone as women, as we feel as though we are alone, we really aren't alone. If you continue to say, I am alone, I don't have nobody, you're going to continue to feel that way. And you have to understand that you have whoever your higher power is, they are with you. Mine personally is God. God is with me all the time. My ancestors is with me all the time. That means I'm not alone. And you should know that you are not either. You should work on things as far as journaling, writing down things that people say that you have issues with upon yourself. We have some people that tell us the issues that we have out of love. Sometimes we have issues people tell us out of hate. I did a breakdown with myself, and this was years ago, and I wrote down a lot of things that I know that I needed to work on personally. And during this time, I was celibate for 3 years, didn't have a sexual relationship with anyone at all. And I just took time out for myself and recognized a lot of things about my body, about my mind, about my soul, about my spirit. It was just everything. And I was just so amazed on so many things that I was missing. And I'm like, man, Yvette, you missed Yvette. It may sound weird, but it's like you miss yourself, not knowing that you was missing yourself. And that's something that you need to work on, because if you find yourself continuing to have a sexual relationship with men or different men, or however your sexuality is, if you find yourself having sex with multiple people, we all know those are called soul ties. And those soul ties come with us having sex with that individual, and whomever that individual was having sex with, all their spirits are transpiring into your spirit. And when we deal with situations with dealing with spirits like that, we find ourselves having multiple personalities. Those multiple personalities come from us not fasting and cleansing ourselves from things and people that we are surrounded by. And those soul ties don't only happen spiritually. We have those spiritual connections that we have with people that we deal with in our daily lives. And dealing with those individuals in our daily lives, they could cause to bring their negative spirits within us too. And we find ourselves being a clone of them. And that's what I had to personally do. I had to remove so many people. And this the type of thing that doesn't happen overnight, because it's hard to break relationships and separate yourself from people that you love and care about, or may even been in your life for years, or may even be your family or anything. It's just healthy to remove them, because they are no longer a purpose in your life. It's not that you hate them or dislike them in any form of fashion. It's just you're doing something for yourself. And I had to realize that I needed to do a lot of things for myself. I'm still currently today doing things for myself. And this take years. I'm 37. I'll be 38 later this year. And I'm still young myself. And if you are like, my mom was 61 when she passed. So it was even my mom. She dealt with things too. But the thing is, we always have room to grow. It's never too late to transition yourself into someone better than you, which is you. And we always have time. Like, time is all that we have. We just have to learn how to prioritize it and utilize it in ways that is that time that's for us. You could do it in the morning, afternoon, at night, when your kids sleep, or anything. You could find that time. Even when you drive in the car, you could find that time. It's just, time is just so important, and we have to value it so much, because we only get one life. We get one life to live only. And why not live that life exactly the way you want to? You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you're going to be like, man, I should have did this. Man, I should have did that. Why? Why didn't you? Who stopped you? Ain't nobody stopping you from nothing but you. No one has the say so for you. Don't nobody own you. Unless it's something that I don't know. But as far as I know, don't nobody own you. We own ourselves. So I believe you own yourself that. And when I realized that, I started owning myself. I started realizing, man, Yvette, you are beautiful inside and out. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of love. You give a lot of love. You give overall. And when I realized the type of woman that I was, and I saw that so many things that I've done, I'm like, you are quite amazing. And that's not even being cocky at all. And it's not even the fact of you being humble. Sometimes humbleness is fine, but at the same time, It's okay to toot your horn a little bit. It's okay to say, man, I am the shit. I am doing this. I am doing that. I did do this. Oh my God. It's like sometimes we just got to lay our credentials on the table and we got to realize how much we have accomplished because we are so hard on ourselves. We don't realize how much we are doing because we're busy trying to be humble and we're trying to not make ourselves think we're better than the next person when that's not even the issue of us thinking we're better than the next person. It's just the fact that I'm better me. You know, if you are a better you, if you look at yourself today compared to the younger you or the times when you did a lot of stupid stuff in your life and you're like, man, I used to do some stupid shit. And when you have that in your mind, you be like, man, I came a long way. And that's a part of humbleness. It's okay for you to say that. It's okay to make mistakes. Just be that person to make yourself be a better you. And don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Everybody got an opinion about everything about their damn self. And we have to realize that's not our responsibility on how that person feel. However a person feel about you, you shouldn't even give a damn, honestly. Because if you sit there and you ask them things about themselves or even the things that you know about them, you have to stop and think like, man, ain't nobody paying no attention to you, what you talking about. But however, don't get me wrong. It is some people that do teach you and tell you things off experience, and they can be right because it's some people that are right. Me, I listen to my elders. It's a lot of older women that I love sitting and talk to and listen to their wisdom and the things that they talk about because they're going to tell you some good stuff. And they ain't gonna tell you no wrong 9 times out of 10 because they telling you some real stuff. And a lot of us don't like to hear it, especially my generation. We may not like to hear those things, but hey, it is what it is. Somebody got to tell you the truth because sometimes your friends won't even tell you the truth. They'll start talking about you to the next person and won't even come to you with any problems or situations that they have geared towards you or nothing. They rather talk amongst each other instead of being a woman and being a real friend and communicate with you. And these are a lot of things that I learned, you know, when people do things like that. And once I figured all of this out on my own, by me being by myself and analyzing and seeing so many things, my husband came. And when my husband came with prayer. We prayed all the time over the phone while he was in federal prison. We sent prayers to each other through email and everything, and those prayers were more or less us building each other up because we both had our broken moments and we lifted each other up after so long of us realizing like, wow, we are really spiritually connected. So then we became emotionally connected. Then after a while, it's like, wow, we here, and he like, let's just get married. Oh yeah, sure. You know, it's like it just happened just so sudden to a point where it came natural because we were already in our best friend relationship phase of us really just connecting with each other on so many levels that some people don't even get to experience what their other half. And I'm blessed to even experience something like that. And knowing that someone loves me for me, and it was just amazing. I loved every single moment of it, and I appreciate him so much for even just being that good man to me and loving me the way I wanted to be loved and needed to be loved, because it was much needed, because it was just that void that I had. I already loved me, but I need someone that loves me just as much as me. And on top of that, just love me just as much as God loved me too. But I got a plus with it. He loved me just as much as my mama did. And that was a beautiful thing. With me experiencing something so beautiful, so innocent and kind like that, I feel good in so many ways, because with us being connected like that, I still feel his spirit so much. And just even me dealing with a lot of emotions, I found sometimes it's hard for me to like go in different places. Like, it was hard for me to go to the grocery store because my husband, he always went to the grocery store with me. And when I'm at the grocery store, anything I wanted, he picked it up for me and put it in a buggy and everything. He did all the heavy duty lifting and all that, or light lifting. It didn't matter. This is what he wanted to do for me. He was being a man. And I've cried so bad when I was driving to the grocery store and when I was at the grocery store. I'm like, I know these people like, what is wrong with this girl? But it was just an emotional feeling, just knowing I didn't have that anymore. It was just emotional for me to even go, like, be in certain areas of my house when I know that's where me and him used to be at all the time, or just communicating with each other, and just everything. It's a hard process. And doing counseling, meditating and working out, it takes my mind off a lot of things. Me being on doing my TikToks and stuff, dancing, and when I dance and stuff, that's just me being spiritually connected with my mom, because my mom been dancing with me since I came here on earth. And that's all my mom did, was just dance and listen to music. And that was my way of connecting with her. And that's a way of me connecting with my husband too, because we used to just be in the house, I turned some music on and we'd just start dancing out of nowhere and just having a ball just by ourselves. And it was just a good feeling. I had a happy home, like a happy marriage, and it just felt so good, y'all. I don't understand, it felt so good. But with him and my mom not being here, some days I mourn my mom, some days I mourn him, some days it's both of them together. But I had to learn how to balance myself and actually let my cries out. I used to didn't let myself cry because I was just so numb. It was like I was like a walking zombie. I was just a zombie overall. It was like I was here, but I wasn't here, you know? And it was like I just kept crying inside. And with me keep on crying inside, I kept dying inside. And it got to a point I started, like, my hands would be shaking. Like I said, my blood pressure would be 185. Some days I have a bad headache. And then next thing you know, it's like I gotta go to the hospital because it's just, I didn't feel right. Sometimes I went days without eating. I still have social anxiety a little bit. Like with my podcast and everything, communicating with people through social media and all that, that's kind of cool for me. But me actually being face to face with someone, talking to them, being in large crowds and things, I'm taking that slowly but surely, day by day, because it's like I feel weird, you know? I feel really, really weird. And it's hard for me to like run into people and they be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for your loss and stuff. It just makes me have a huge anxiety, makes me want to cry and stuff, because it's like it makes me relive that day all over again. It's just something that I'm working on because I need to I'm just taking it day by day so I could get myself together, because I do a lot and I'm going to be around people and I'm going to have these experiences, but I have to strengthen myself in many areas step by step so that I know that I could feel better. And just even with security wise, like my husband was my protector. You know, he protected me from so many things. And now I was so vulnerable and I surrendered myself and I gave all myself to him. It's like many things I have to learn on my own all over again because I haven't done it for so long. It's things that I haven't done in so long for myself because he took over that, and I had to transition back into this independent woman that I used to be. I was just so independent, doing things on my own, and sometimes in our minds we don't need a man for nothing. But he took all of that away from me to not have no worries on anything, absolutely nothing. And now it's like it's hard for me to like get myself back in motion on things that I did used to do daily for myself. I used to run myself crazy, being busy, doing so many things. And I had to realize, like, wow, like he did so much. And it's just been difficult. And during this time, I really want to thank a lot of my friends, my family. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here for me. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate all my Life Hurt podcast followers. Y'all are so dope to me. You guys are amazing. The way y'all uplift me and the encouraging words you say, it's beautiful. And I just want y'all to know I see y'all and I appreciate every single one of you, because if I didn't see the things that you say or the actions that you have, I don't think I will be as strong as I am. But in a sense too, I feel like I would, because I am my mother's child. My mom raised me to be the woman that I am today. She taught me a lot of things. She prepared me for many things in life. Overall, she taught me survival. She taught me how to do many things that a man wouldn't be able to. A man won't do for you or will do for you, and everything. She taught me so much just about her wisdom of life overall. She taught me like my mom, all she was a teacher, a lover of her children, and making sure that we knew what was going on in the world. That's all what she was about. And she did exactly that. And it was just beautiful to know and to love and cherish the fact that I have a mother like that, because some people aren't able to experience that. Like I said before, they just not. But during this time, I really want you all to start weeding out people, and the people that you do love and care about, make sure you let them know that you love them too. Spend time with them. Talk to them. Communication is nothing besides picking up the phone. I'm not talking about no text conversation. I'm talking about actually picking up the phone, FaceTiming them, duo them, however you do. As far as seeing someone, you should do that every now and then too, because it's nothing like seeing the face of people. Another thing is, when you spend time with people that you love and care about, record a video, or even take pictures. I found that these are the things that got me by daily. I have so many videos and so many pictures of me, my husband, my mom, or us three together. And it's a beautiful thing that I have these memories, because hearing their voice is just amazing. I have this one video that I listen to almost every week, and it's my mom saying, "Good morning, Yvette." And I will listen to it. I will listen to it when I just really, really, really want to talk to her so bad. And just hearing her say, "Good morning, Yvette," when I know I used to listen, like I used to be able to pick up the phone and I'd be like, "Hey, Mom," and she always say, "Good morning, Yvette." It's just hearing that again. It's just, it's something, it's beautiful, because it's like she really picked up the phone, and when I want to hear it. And even with my husband, he got videos of saying beautiful things to me, and it's like my morning affirmations. I'm sorry, y'all. This podcast is hard for me. Well, I'll tell you. I hope this is really encouraging y'all to treat life differently, and people and everything, but just hearing their voices is it's beautiful. Even with my little cousin AJ, he has videos and stuff, and just hearing his voice or seeing him just react to certain things and do certain things, it's just having those memories of a person that you loved and care about, cherished, worship everything about them. It's just beautiful to even have that, because y'all, it is it's heartbreaking. I don't wish this pain on my worst enemy, which I don't have no enemies, but I wouldn't wish this pain on anybody, because it's unbelievable. Some people wouldn't even be able to stand 10 toes down, man. You wouldn't be able to, because dealing with something like this, it'll break you. It's just, I'm not letting it break me. I'm not letting it define me. I'm going to use my work ethics. I'm going to use God. I'm going to use any and everything possible so that I can make them proud. And that is my goal. That's what I'm going to do. I already know that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to make them proud. I'm going to continue to be in my zone. Like, I'm literally in my own zone, my own world. I'm in tunnel vision like it ain't nobody's business. And sometimes people say they want to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I want to take forever to get to that light, because I want to take my time. And sometimes I don't want that light that fast. A lot of things that we go through in life are for a reason, and we have to pay attention at the lessons and the things that God is trying to teach us. And I feel like God is teaching me to know how to teach others how to love one another, how to break cycles, and how to move forward in life, and how to love themselves. And the things that I've been through over these years, I know that I could be that great advocate for that. I know that I can reach out to people and let them look at life differently from what they look at now. Because that's what I want you guys to do, is just look at life differently. Be more thankful. Like, it's just sometimes we become so selfish about things. Like, materialistic things shouldn't matter. Like, it shouldn't, because it could be gone tomorrow. And sometimes we look at things like that. But we have to really look at the small things. The small things is the root of the key of you being happy. Because if you continue to look at the big things, it's going to make you crave more. It's going to make you feel like you're not doing enough. It's going to make you feel like you just need to hurry up and get to this destination when there's no rush. My thing is, y'all, don't rush it. Take your time. Like, we got plenty of time. If you utilize your time every single moment for you, you will get there. And one thing about God, He is always on time. He's always on time. And this is why I know this. Like, I know this for a fact. Even if God will send me through something tomorrow, I know it's something that's coming behind that. Every single storm that I've been through, God showed me a light of something new about me. He taught me and told me about my strength. He told me about my gifts that I have. God has given me so many gifts that you couldn't even imagine. And these gifts is something that I'm sharing with you guys on this platform. It's a gift from Him. Everything that I'm doing is Him. He's guiding me. He's telling me what to do. And most people don't understand that. This is my baby here. Y'all understand? My mom wanted me to start this. My mom wanted people to see another side of me and feel another side of me and know another side of me and know that I can be that advocate for women and let y'all know the truth about yourself and about the things that you need to do for yourself. You know, my mom was big on that. She always said, do you. Stay in your lane. Those were her main 2 words. And it ain't nothing but the truth. A lot of us don't stay in our lane. A lot of shit don't have nothing to do with you at all. Just do you. And you will watch everything come together so fine and so clear, so peaceful, even through the storm. And when you go through those storms, sit down somewhere. Don't try to fix it yourself. Your storms is something that God will fix. Just watch that storm and how it transpired and the little things that happen during that time. And that time is for you to realize who you really are. And once you hit that point, you gonna come out even greater each time. And it don't stop. I'm not expecting everything to be okay for a while. I'm expecting on another storm because that's what we go through. That's what we're here for. But we have to realize that these are for a reason. And I know I have my reasons. But I'm going to make sure I'm going to serve my purpose. And I'm going to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do on a daily basis. Like, it ain't nothing fake this way. I'm keeping it all 100 with y'all. And this is what we need to do. Y'all need to get it together. Y'all have to. If I could get through this and I could share it with y'all, or even just anything that I'm doing on a daily basis, even if you're following me and you see this and you hear this, just know you can do it too. It's nothing. It really isn't nothing. It's on what you gonna do about it. What are you going to do? Are you gonna keep crying? Are you gonna keep moping? Are you gonna keep being depressed? Are you gonna keep skipping and telling yourself, oh, I'm gonna just wait till Monday to work out? Oh, I'm gonna wait till then to meditate? Don't call on God when you need Him the most. Work with Him right now on a daily basis, or whoever your higher power is. Work on them every day. And when that storm comes, you'll be ready for it. You'll be calm about it. You'll be peaceful about it. And that's what people don't understand. My peace is with him. I surrendered myself to God already a long time ago. That's why I could get through what I could get, whatever that comes to me. Can't no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Can nobody hurt me. And I know this for a fact. And I stand tall about it. Can't no one hurt me at all. And it's because I'm so protected and so covered like it ain't nobody's business. And if y'all realize this for yourself, you will be walking around here just the same way as I'm walking around here. And you probably walking around here already, but you're not fully realizing it. But let me tell you, this is your confirmation right here of me sharing this with you and telling you this. And I really want y'all to leave here with that. Like, seriously. So thank you so much, everybody, for supporting Life Her Podcast. Please continue to share this message with your friends, your family. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and like page on Facebook, Life Her Podcast. Even subscribe on my website, lifeherpodcast.com. Just subscribe overall. I need y'all support. I'm trying to take this podcast to a higher level. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because there's so many women that need this. It's so many of us out here, and we cannot continue to be divided. We need to be together. We need each other. We gotta stop all the hatred and everything. Like, it has to stop. It's that season. Y'all gotta wake up. And if we together, we more powerful together than apart. You know? But I thank y'all so much. I appreciate you so much. Just let me know, and please leave a review. 5-star me. Just have a blessed day, y'all. Cherish life, love life. I love you all, and I can't continue to just stay still. I gotta keep going. I have a mission that God has given me, and I'm going to accomplish it. Love you all. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Life Her Podcast, where we help heal women all over the world. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Life Her Podcast, and check out our YouTube page as well. And make sure you subscribe. You can also look onto our website, and you can purchase merchandise and listen to the podcast episodes. I am Yvette Lloyd. I am Life Her. Love yourself, ladies. Take care of yourself and others you love dearly.